Hello students, we have completed tribals, Dikus and the vision of a golden age. This chapter, fourth chapter of history. In the previous videos, we discussed about tribal people, different communities in central India, Chota Nagpur Plateau, northeast, northern region. Dikus outsiders, including colonial rule or colonial people. What kinds of policies were there implemented by colonial rule? What were the impacts on tribal people? All these topics were discussed in the previous videos. In this video we have some MCQs and I will ask the question, then four options you will have. After that you should guess the answer, then I'll tell the answer. At the last of video you should count your score and share with me by writing in comment box. So let's start. First question, Bewar. Here is a word, Bewar. Bewar is used for in Madhya Pradesh. Bewar is used for which? Shepherds, cattle herders, shifting cultivation, or traders and moneylenders. So Bewar is used for shifting cultivation. See, because Bewar is a name of shifting cultivation in Madhya Pradesh. Shifting cultivation, what is the shifting cultivation? You know very well. Shifting cultivation is a practice in which agricultural activities are done by shifting the land. Clear? So first of all, the tribal people used to clear the land by cutting the trees and burning them, and then started cropping, and then after that 1 year or 2 years they used to leave the land and shifted to another place. It was known as shifting cultivation. So different names are there in India of shifting cultivation. For example, Dhya, Penda, Bewar, Kumri. These are the names, and the most important name is Jhum cultivation. It is very famous in northeastern states of India, Jhum cultivation. Come to the next question. Where was the shifting cultivation practiced by tribals? Central India, northeastern states, both A and B, none of these. So in the chapter we studied that in central India different communities used to practice this cultivation, shifting cultivation. In northeastern states also, and so A and B both. C is the correct answer. A and B, both A and B. Next question. Who reared cocoons in Hazaribagh? Cocoons, silkworms. Hazaribagh is situated in Jharkhand at this time, present day Jharkhand. And at that time, which community used to live? Santals, Gonds, Bhils, all of these. So A is the correct answer. Santals used to rear cocoons or silkworms in Hazaribagh, Jharkhand. Next question. When was Birsa Munda born? Birsa Munda was a great tribal leader, nationalist leader, freedom fighter, and he led very important movements against colonial people and against Dikus. He was born in which year? 1860, 1870, 1875 and 1879. Yes, the correct answer is C, 1875, 15th November 1875. He was born in Ulihato, Jharkhand, present day, and he died on 9 June 1900 in Ranchi jail prison. During the imprisonment he was died. What were the Santals of Hazaribagh? What were? They were cultivators of small patches of land. They reared silkworm. They herders of village. None of these. So Santals used to rear the silkworms. In this video we discussed about it before a short while. They used to rear silkworm cocoons. So they were rearer of silkworms, or they reared silkworms. So Santals were the rearers of silkworms in Hazaribagh. After that, come to question number 6. For what work tribals were recruited in large numbers? What work? For what work? Why tribals were recruited in large numbers? Tea plantations of Assam, for coal mines in Jharkhand, for building construction, and both A and B, not C, because this activity was not done by tribals. So tea plantations and coal mines in Jharkhand, they were recruited for both, means D is the correct answer. Come to the next question. Fallow. It was a land. Fallow was a land. What was fallow? Fallow was what kind of land? Cultivated land, uncultivated land, plantation land, or fertile land? Fallow was uncultivated land. What was fallow land? Fallow land was uncultivated. It was left uncultivated because to gain, means the land was left uncultivated so that it could gain the fertility again, right? So it was left uncultivated. It was known as fallow land. Come to the next question. In which work the Khonds of Odisha were mainly engaged? What used to they do? Khonds of Odisha, collection of forest produces. From the forest they used to collect the different commodities, khonds. Shifting cultivation, they used to do the shifting cultivation. Hunting of animals, they used to hunt animals. A and C. See here, shifting cultivation was not the main function of khonds. They used to collect of forest produces, they used to collect the forest commodities, and they used to hunt animals because they were famous hunters and gatherers, khonds. So they were not engaged in shifting cultivation. So A and C, means D is the correct answer. D is the correct answer. Come to the next question. For what purpose kusum and palash flowers were used by tribals? The tribal people used these flowers, extracting oil from seeds, coloring clothes and leather, cooking and making food, all of them. So the B is the correct answer. Coloring the clothes and leather. B is the correct answer. They did not cook and make food with these flowers, right? They did not extract oil also. So B is the correct answer. Last and final question, dear students. The political aim of the Birsa Munda movement, was to drive away the moneylenders, missionaries, Hindu landlords and the government, all of them. Birsa Munda started the movement, right? So it was known as Birsa movement. The main political aim of the movement was to drive moneylenders, missionaries, Hindu landlords and government. So D is the correct answer. All of them, right? This movement aimed to drive away all of them, moneylenders, missionaries, Hindu landlords, etc. So D is the correct answer. So dear students, in this way we have discussed 10 MCQs. What is your score? Please tell me, and revise this chapter by watching the previous videos, and do practice more and more. Read PDF line to line. If you have any doubt, you can ask me by writing in comment box. Thank you. Have a nice day.